Feed me. Feed me more. Feed me more.
Happy Valentine's Day, Rybackers. Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to another Feed Me More Nutrition Live. We are doing a 25% off all-day sale until midnight Pacific tonight, guys, on feedmemore.com. All you got to do is use discount code Valentines25, Valentines25. That is in the description. It will be in the comments as well. Free face mask, free workout towel as well with your orders, guys. 25% all day off. I'll be doing some questions with you here and talking a little bit of health and fitness and whatever else we have that comes up within reason. Back home in Las Vegas, all-day travel day yesterday from Medellin, Colombia, back to Las Vegas through Miami. Unfortunately, there's only one direct flight out of Miami, which was at night, and my flight out of Colombia, when it was booked, took the first flight out of Colombia to try to get home as soon as possible. So I got home early in the day. And didn't realize that the connection was at night. So I had about a 10 plus, maybe closer to 11 hours in Miami, but it ended up being an over 24-hour travel day by the time it was all said and done with all of that. But I'm back. I feel great. I just got done doing the hot tub and my morning work. I was able to sleep in a bit, do my final day off of no weights, no cardio. Then it will be a couple weeks of just cardio. And with no weights, let my body heal after the stem cells, which they take 3 to 6 months to really start working. But just to kind of let them initially, they gave me a very large amount, way more, about double than what I got last time. I feel amazing right now. So, and it's just going to get better and better. But I treat it like a surgery, even though it's not a surgery, and just let my body rest. And I've been through this. That's why I was training really hard up to this point, so that when I take a few weeks off, it's not this huge loss. I'm already I was in really good shape, and it makes this process a lot quicker for me. So happy Sunday. Good to see all of you guys. Thank you for joining me here. I hope you guys enjoy these discounts. It's my way of giving back also, as well as increasing our sales through national holidays. I will try to do some videos on my vegan meals. My vegan meals are very basic. As far as basic, they're very diverse, but they're not nothing. It's not like I'm making like this Ryback's, turkeyless turkey vegan lasagna. It's like just straight up performance meals of vegetables and some different Beyond Meat things, usually, or seitan and nutritional yeast and hemp hearts and chia seeds and all the vegetables. But I do. Well, I think I might be doing a heat video later before I go into my my dry fast. I may be doing somebody sent me some cool spicy noodles that are supposedly pretty hot, and I haven't done a heat challenge in a while. And I feel like that might be a good way to do one without really killing myself. So we'll see. Vegan was actually not, once I learned the foods, it was not hard. It was harder when I did not take the time to learn the foods. And that was, I think that's why many people fail but I was hell bent on learning it. And I realized that it takes effort to learn the foods. And essentially I started looking at things from a micronutrient standpoint, as well as respecting my macronutrients and cutting down on my processed food intake and replacing my carbs with essentially vegetables. And it's way better. There's nobody could tell me otherwise. I see and feel the results. So welcome. All right, buddy. Man, this bums me out. I'm going to block you, Styleaholic, just because I don't get, don't spam the chat like that, guys. I love the Impossible burgers. I love they have soy in them as well. Soy is a superfood, complete protein. Harris, thank you very much, man. Yeah, that shell shock, I'm telling you, that stuff is powerful stuff. It's the real deal, all of it. You can't go wrong with any of this stuff. To me, it's my life, and it's an easy sell for me to tell you how great this stuff is because it really is. I use it. I use it religiously and have most of these things since in my mid-20s. You guys chill out on the WWE stuff. You guys just stop. It's not happening. We just let's stop it and let's move on. I'm The goal is to go back to wrestling. It's not there, so just stop. I don't. You guys have to understand. The less I see that name, the happier I am. So let's just chill it. These are not for wrestling stuff as well, guys. This is more real life stuff. Thank you. I really enjoyed my Ricky. What's up, buddy? In Colombia was amazing. It was that was Communa 13 was a real cool thing to experience, and and they told me, and if you look at it from the outside, it can be quite scary. And going in, there's a lot of bad stuff used to go down there many years ago, and it is considered a very poor community, is a based off of what we would consider rich and things like that. But the people are so happy. And that was, to me, it was a very powerful experience to see genuine happiness with people, and happiness is inside here. And there's no amount of possessions that can replace that. So, got my health back, enjoying life, and I've built up some amazing things that are very powerful and very big goals. I started researching the vegan diet through books, vegan books, and you can get some information online too. Good question. Let's see what that Tom Brady avoids tomatoes and other foods due to them causing inflammation. Do you take a similar approach to certain foods? So again, tomatoes is something from the blood type diet that it supposedly can cause inflammation in certain people. I love tomatoes. I don't avoid them. I actually eat a lot of them. I eat a lot of organic ketchup, but I cut tomatoes up usually twice a day in my performance meals. I love putting a little bit of a salt, pink Himalayan salt, or just iodized salt on my tomatoes, a little black pepper sometimes, and eating one or two of them. I really enjoy them. I don't particularly experience inflammation, and especially my diet has switched so drastically from not eating meat. I think that's being very self-aware of your body, and those maybe particularly cause something in him that he feels. So he just avoided them, which I think is perfect. And I don't think that that's something everyone has to do. I think there's certain foods based off of our genetic makeup that don't react well in us, and it's good to avoid them. Tom clearly knows what he's doing. Thank you, buddy. I feel amazing. I've really just feel really refreshed, and getting a really. I didn't get a lot of sleep in Colombia. I felt like I was looking a little rough. I wasn't. I was on some little sleep out there all week. The stem cells energized me so much. I was up late and up early. Like I'm talking like 3 hours on some nights, 4 on others. So when I typically like to get 7 or 8. So it was nice to sleep on the plane ride over and then get a full night's rest last night in my own bed. We got our thank you very much on the GTS. Has been a blessing to go to sleep. Yeah, man. I got it, took it when I get in. I slept 5 hours on the plane and took it right when I got home and got all my stuff done and was back asleep probably a little after an hour. So, man, the stuff works. We have our ISO Hungry plant powered protein coming out. That order is in. That will be actually got to approve the label today. I wasn't able to get it on my phone out in Colombia. And then we'll be doing more flavors later on in the year for that. After our ISO Hungry whey protein, our fruity cereal and peanut butter pieces are out of stock. Those are done. They're done forever. But we are going to be replacing those flavors. We got the chocolate already approved for the plant protein. I got to get a fruity cereal done, and we have a peanut butter done as well. Good to see you guys. Actually, Papage, if you could stop spamming, buddy, please. Just appreciate it for people here. It makes it hard to see the comments. Yeah, I am Man of Steel. What's going on, bud? Yeah, we need to shell shock a few people in here. Thank you guys for joining me. I'm doing a little Valentine's Day sale today, guys. 25% off until midnight Pacific. Big promotion for the day, all across the board. All of social, text, email deal. We're so little spread the love on Valentine's Day, and I gotta after this run and knock up some errands, and may or may not have a nice Valentine's Day dinner later. We'll see. Good to see you guys. I am sipping on my Finish It Raspberry Lemonade BCAAs right now. Let's see. How long does it? Harris says, how long does it take to ship to the UK? Any shipping delays due to COVID? I'm also getting a free face mask and towel. Awesome, love it. Harris, that all depends on the UK customs on everything going. I feel things are returning back to normal, and from what I've seen with customer service, the delays I feel like are getting cut down. I know early on we had a lot of emails, but that was when things universally were bad. And I feel as things are starting to return to normal. So that's not to say that your UK customs couldn't delay something. A lot of that that's just me being honest. It's not us. We get the orders, we ship them out, and so it's up to. There's a lot of variables from the time it leaves our facility to getting to your home. So I don't have a clear answer for you. I would hope that it doesn't take an overly long time. I've seen less and less emails on that being a situation, though. Carlton, what do I do for a living? I own Feed Me More Nutrition. And so I'm a business owner with an online business with a website at feedmemore.com. So that is my job. When people ask what I do, that is my job. And so all this other stuff that you see, whether it's YouTube, social media, through my marketing, everything leads back to Feed Me More Nutrition. Podcasting, everything leads back to Feed Me More Nutrition. I'm an entrepreneur. So everything, and then my branding and everything, things I do are sometimes summer oriented, like Ryback TV. That is more oriented. That's a double. It's one, entertaining for wrestling fans to see my personality. A lot of that is entertainment, inspiration in there as well. The Feed Me More Nutrition is tied into that when I talk about positivity or things, the growth mindset, things of that nature. And that is also a sales funnel to feedmemore.com and tied into our marketing as well. So that is it. When you see me do videos on YouTube or you see that ASMR video, that's done 100% with a specific purpose of hoping something takes off. And I don't know what's going to take off and I don't know what won't take off. But I throw things against the wall and we see what sticks. And out of that, you get a percentage of people that will buy the supplements over time. And so that is an entrepreneur business strategy. That is a very Gary Vaynerchuk mindset of selling, branding, and also developing a better relationship with my wrestling fans so that when I go back to wrestling, people are more invested in me, the person, and will then watch me, the wrestler. So there's always a reason with everything that I do. And that's why I kind of chuckle when somebody doesn't understand what I'm doing. And I'm like, well, okay, Steve, you can go work at Chick-fil-A 7 days a week, 24 hours a day for all I care and live on a very little wage while I'm making money 24/7 doing everything because I've built a business and took the time to learn that and actually make it successful. And it's going to become a whole lot more successful the longer I do it. So that is my job in a nutshell. Thank you guys for stopping by. We have the cherry on reorder right now, and the grape will be following that on the complexity. We had to adjust a few things, and plus to adjusting my proteins. The proteins are my most expensive items, so that became a major priority of discontinuing the whey, because I just couldn't morally keep selling that. So I've adjusted a few things. The grape is a little bit on delay, but the grape will be coming eventually. And then our cherry sells really well. We had to get a reorder in. With lead times are a lot longer on that right now as well. My personality has always been the same, guys. I think if you solely were just consuming my personality through WWE television, I don't think you're necessarily wrong. I think, though, if you were a fan and actually watched anything I've done from the beginning of my career as Ryback, I'm pretty much identical to how I was. I just think that you see what you want and see what you don't want. So my opinion. But I also know myself very well and know how I am on everything. Nothing's really changed. Fruity cereal tastes like fruity cereal. I don't know what else to tell you on that. Muse Dick, stop with the wrestling questions. Putting you in timeout. Would I recommend the fat burner for a 17-year-old? No, I don't think you need it yet. I think you need to learn dieting and nutrition. The fat burner is for people that are either learning it or have learned dieting and nutrition and are working hard and want that to help assist them. I don't want people that do not know how to do that yet and then simply are looking for an easy fix. I don't like that mindset. And I'd rather you not buy my product. Even if it works for you, I'd rather you not buy it. I'd rather you take the time and learn about diet and nutrition first. What's going on, guys? We're going to go ahead and let's block him. Hello, India. We're going to put him in timeout. Just stop with the wrestling questions, guys, on this. You guys know the deal on this, so just stop it. It's very frustrating for me to get those nonstop. And you got to everywhere, every day. It's why I avoid people sometimes, is because I don't like getting asked that question. I don't have an answer right now, guys. I just got the stem cells and just literally got home. I need to let things, and I'm not telling you even if I do know. So let's just chill out on it. Just enjoy the thing, have a conversation, live in the real world. You're welcome, buddy. Just keep learning about that and then eventually add it in when you're really comfortable with having your diet and you're getting results without it first. I appreciate you telling me I'm better looking than Batista. That was something that has definitely been kind of holding me back a little bit, weighing me down as well. I sometimes wake up and I just go, damn, I wish I was as good looking as Batista. And I think my life, everything that I'm doing would really, really just mean more to me. And sometimes, I've just avoided things because I know I'm not as good looking as Batista. But now you telling me that has given me the confidence to rise above and know that maybe I should take on some acting roles because I'm much better looking than him and younger. Bigger dick too. Just kidding. That's for how big is maybe I'm not kidding. I don't know. We haven't measured or anything, but Batista's a great guy. I like Batista a lot. I'm very happy for everything that he is doing. Good to see you guys. Yes, I'm going to see if we can do another Joseph, another cookies and cream for the plant-powered protein as well. It was absolutely good question, Harris. Here, I'll get to that. It was the initial cookies and cream was would blow your balls off. It was good. The new manufacturer that was made by an old manufacturer, and it is. I had a hard time duplicating it. That other one was really, really good specifically with the cookies and cream. I plan on getting that back on. I should say, I'll tell you this: the plant powered caramel cookie that we're doing is close to it. It's again, that's caramel cookie, but it reminded me of that a lot, which is why it tastes like a whey. So I do think try that first. I really think you're gonna dig that flavor. I usually would want to do a basic like a chocolate or a vanilla first for my first protein doing the plant. Caramel cookie was so good. I go, there's no way I'm not doing this first. So just check that out that will be out May or sooner. I'm hoping in April with everything, but so definitely think that will pique your interest. Joseph asks, how many fat burner capsules do I have to start with to see progress? Yeah, you don't have to take there's a maximum dosage on there. 2 times a day is what I would do. And I think you'll be very, very happy with your results. Good question. Glad you got the final stem cells. I just wonder, how do you know on average how much protein you eat after a heavy workout? Shake and food in total. I pre-ordered the new plant protein. I'm excited. Thank you very much. I think a lot of that depends on your goals and your body weight, your muscle mass. There's a lot of different numbers floating around out there on how much protein we need. I personally now don't believe we need as much as they have pushed over the years. I think there's an agenda behind that, quite frankly. I do believe protein is very important, though, in building muscle. It is extremely important. And I think you have to play around with it. I've always done well consuming higher amounts of protein. I could eat a meal with 60 to 80 grams of protein and be completely fine and feel amazing, not feel weighed down. And again, doing plant protein and with the nutritional yeast and the seitan or the Beyond Meats and the vegetables, I feel so much lighter and better than I ever did eating 80 pounds of protein from steak. So I think though you do whatever your diet is, you have to play around, and you have to, I think the easiest way is know your body weight and play around with it. And what you're going to be able to do is stick to your macronutrients. And so if you're going, say you're going closer to 2 grams of protein per pound of body weight or kilogram of body weight, or a pound or 1.5 grams or 1 gram, I think you need to play around with it and see how you look. And with your macronutrients being adjusted, there's no one correct formula. All we could do as humans is try things and make adjustments based off what we are seeing. So I think you maybe, if you want to start off on the higher end and then adjust off of that, or start on the lower end and adjust off of that. I don't know, without knowing too much about you, I don't know a good starting point, but I know typically for athletes, it's always been between 1 and 2 grams, usually per pound of body weight. And you're going to hear, and there's different numbers even than those. It's just, you got to find that happy medium. I was just in Colombia for a week, though. My protein consumption was quite a bit less than it is when I'm home. And I didn't train all week and I didn't lose any muscle. And I kept my calories pretty close. And it was, you know, and now it'd be hard to lose a lot of muscle in that period of time anyways. But I do think we don't need as much protein as what they've said, although very important. Yeah, people of Colombia were great. I've always everywhere. Yeah, well, we went to Comuna 13. There were a lot of people, as far as that goes. But luckily, in having the mask on out there and in the trial, I don't go out. Didn't go out. You're not seeing nearly. The mask is a game changer for a lot of things. Those masks, even though here in the States it's a lot more, but they just reopened too, and it wasn't nearly as busy. Like last time I was there with Nash was a lot more. There wasn't nearly as many people and younger people at the mall that we were in with the medical facility and everything, but it still happened. I do not think steroids are worth it. No. Thank you very much, Dylan. Love you, big guy. Keep it up. By the way, can I get a shout out? Dylan Fury. Thank you very much for that. Shout out to Dylan Fury. Thank you for. I don't remember that. I don't even know. I remember we and him talked about it a lot for 3 hours, and there may or may not have been quite a bit of red wine consumed. I actually just I got to text him back. He just messaged me the other day. Again, guys, we're doing 25% off all day today on feedmemore.com for Feed Me More Nutrition with discount code Valentine's 25 at checkout. You're also getting a free mask and workout towel. That is in the comments and description. Any ideas to gaining weight is I can't see where that you need to just consume more calories than you're burning essentially. And you're going to have to play the closer you keep your calories to your base amount that you need. And you can do that and find a basal metabolic rate calculator online. And that will kind of give you an idea of how many calories you need. The closer you can stay to that, the gains are going to be a little slower, but they will be more quality gains. That the higher you go above your calories, the more body fat you are going to put on. So it's I am a fan of not letting yourself get too sloppy when trying to gain muscle. I don't think body fat is bad necessarily. I just think it's the more you put on, the harder it is to lose. And you don't want to. What happens is you can pick up a lot of bad habits, and that, which is I think is something that people don't really talk that much about. It's just basic common sense. So if you get used to like eating more and eating maybe more junk to get your calories higher, you're gonna develop a little bit of like blood sugar instability and things, most likely that when you stop doing that, it's going to make dieting even harder and you may not even be able to. So I think it's anytime you want to try to stay health oriented the entire time. uh, Beans and rice are both, beans have more protein. So if I would rather consume more beans than rice personally, but the mixture of them is very good. Hello, hello. Good to see you guys. Doing very well, guys. Thank you. Glad to be back home in Las Vegas. We'll do a couple more questions here, guys, before I got to take off. The YouTube will be continuing, guys, regardless. So the YouTube's not going anywhere. I actually we get scheduled people. The Ryback show will be returning very soon as well, as with everything going on with the internet, and I finally got the stem cells out of the way, so I could focus on some of these things too moving forward. Hello, guys. Hello, hello. I have a few weeks off of weights. I took one off in Colombia, and I'll probably take a couple more at least off. Um, I'm 22 and I have a muscle imbalance and fat disorder. Left arm and pec has more muscle and fat. What kind of workout should I do to try and even out my sides? That I honestly don't have an answer for. I don't know what you, um, if that's a disorder, that is something I don't think that is something that will necessarily be easily overcome. I would learn to just accept yourself for how you are and work out to be healthy overall, work out every day and learn to embrace that as being different in a positive way. I think that will be a much easier solution long term than the amount of work that you would, and I don't even know that work would probably not do anything. I could tell you to do 10 extra sets on that side. I don't think the body doesn't, you don't burn body, you can't spot reduce body fat for the most part, right? And I don't think it's gonna do anything. I would learn to love yourself how you are and try to work on the mindset side of things a little more. If that's just me, that would be my approach. The plant-based protein, this is the closest thing I've seen to anything like a whey shake, because the plant proteins are not like that. I will say, I think there is a slight, and I don't want to even say grainy, but it could just be due to the flavor is so awesome, but it's plant proteins, pea and rice protein. The texture is different than whey, but this is so close to whey. It's nothing like the other plant proteins I've had. So I do think that I want to say maybe there's a slight more of a grain taste than your standard whey shakes, but it's so negligible that because that was something that was actually really important to me on that. So I think you'd have to just wait and see. But I think you're gonna like it. I'm pretty confident when I like something, how strongly I like it. I'm like, a lot of people are gonna like this, as well as the people that made it. They said this is by far the best thing they've ever done. So I think it's going to be well received. More of a powdery taste, yeah. That's another thing. It depends too on, like, this doesn't have the amount. It's the same whey scoop. Like, it's not. Some of the plant proteins have like these enormous scoops, and you got to fill the shaker bottle all the way up to the top. And I'm just like, what? This is, you can't even drink it. It's like glue. This is what I'm excited about with these, and I think that this is going to get a lot more people to try, even if you don't do a vegan diet. I think it's beneficial to have vegan foods in your diet, which people do with vegetables, but switching whey shake to plant protein, that is a complete amino acid protein. And so you're not losing quality compared to whey, but you are losing the inflammation. So it's and then you're also not contributing to the cattle industry, with the cows getting raped and slaughtered brutally and all that. So absolutely, it's okay to use branched chain amino acids on your off days. Branched chain amino acids are in protein, and it's very beneficial. And I think with these being a super low calorie drink are great to have once or twice a day, and can keep you satisfied in between meals. I've been vegan. It'll be 22 weeks on Tuesday. I actually got to try to maybe go knock out a feeding time video. I'm behind because I was only able to get one done in Colombia with the schedule. So I normally wouldn't do one today. I'm going to knock one out today. You're welcome, Harris. Thank you very much. All right, guys, I'm going to wrap up because I do have to get a lot done today. I wanted to get this on here, though. It's 25% off until midnight Pacific. Feedmemore.com. Discount code Valentine's 25. It's in the description. It will be in the comments shortly after this video. And I thank you guys very much for using Feed Me More Nutrition. Sign up for our email and text message alert. We give different discount codes, guys, that aren't made available to the public on those, and we don't spam you or anything like that. I just usually, the email is a weekly message of the week of something that has helped me with my mindset, with whether life, overcoming something, adversity, positivity, just very, very non-spammy, with a discount code to hook you guys up for subscribing. And I've learned that through business and people I follow that spam, that I absolutely hate it, that send me multiple emails every day. We do not do that, and I will never do that. And the emails are directly from me. I tried very early on having someone write my emails, and I absolutely hated it because they can't write for me. So I do everything on that because I think it's important as far as understanding me and the whole Feed Me More Nutrition hungry mindset, and that this isn't supplements. It is a mindset of growth in all areas of life. So thank you very much for watching, guys. I hope you have a great Valentine's Day. And if you are single, I hope you have a great one with Pornhub or whatever your date is for the day, or maybe it's a double date. I don't know. But anyways, guys, thank you very much for watching, and I'll see you next time. Feed me more.